I'm standing right in the heart of the Roman fort of Vindolanda, and we are looking now down the Via Decumana, the main road that runs right the way through the fort, onto the Vicus, the village at that end, and through to the other end of the fort. And where I've brought you now is for a view of the barracks. And something very particularly interesting about these barracks, what you've got generally is a row of 10 rooms per barrack, and in each of these rooms would have slept 8 men in a contubernum. 80 men would form, I suppose, what do we describe them as now? Maybe a battalion in modern terms, but they would have slept and worked and ate and fought together. But something very interesting happened for a very short period of time, early 3rd century, which is the time that my novel's set. So around the time that Quintus Valerius and Tiro would have visited Vindolanda in my 3rd book, these extra buildings have been added on, little round houses. There are several of them. They face away from each other. They're at the end of the barracks blocks, and nobody's quite sure why they're here. And they were only used for 4 years during the early Severan period, so pretty much the time that Septimius Severus and his 2 sons were campaigning in North Britain and into Scotland, modern Scotland. These rooms were built, used for 4 years, and then decommissioned and presumably demolished. All sorts of guesses about what they were, that possibly they were for housing hostages from beyond the wall, maybe they're for prisoners of war or people who had run away from being in the army beyond the wall. We don't know, we have no evidence. And the fact that they were decommissioned after only 4 years and then built over again is really striking.